So one of the things you will learn, ladies and gentlemen, about relationships is that there's a difference between being with someone and being with anyone. I'm just holding the phone because I didn't bring my equipment. So I just got the phone in my hands. There's a difference between someone and just anyone. It no longer works like that. You are alone. Yes, you're lonely. You need someone. But you also understand the difference between someone and anyone. So you're no longer falling for just any relationship because you're lonely. You're lonely, so you've been alone for a while, and you're just going to accept anyone. You're going to learn the art of being alone. You see, let me tell you something about the survivors of narcissistic abuse. One of the challenges they had was explaining to anyone that they have gone through abuse. It was very difficult for them even to explain, for you to understand how difficult this whole thing is. You cannot explain to anybody. They cannot believe you and they won't understand you. So it means that when you have been involved in abuse, in a narcissistic relationship, and you woke up from this relationship, this thing kind of opened you up to a different, I could say, a higher, I could say 5D state of consciousness. It opened you up to a different type of consciousness. This is something you never had before. So me, what I believe is that I'm going to do a whole video on this. Narcissists are like gatekeepers to that consciousness. You know what I mean? It's the reason why you see so many people around the planet, they are asleep. They don't know what is narcissism. They do not understand. They do not understand what is narcissism, because narcissism is spiritual. So these people are like gatekeepers to a different state of consciousness. Now, when a person is trying to get into that consciousness, that is where you meet those narcissists, and they're going to stop you and put you back. You go back to sleep. Are you guys following this thing, how it works? You need to be a little bit conscious to understand these things. Those will be the people that will teach you something. There will be some lessons that you're going to learn. It is going to be very difficult for you to get out of a narcissistic relationship, and then you're going to easily move into a new relationship. It's not going to be easy. So sometimes people, they can think you are arrogant. Some people, they can think you are mean, or some people, they can think you're what, because they don't understand you. You have gone through something that they cannot understand. Only you can understand what it is. They cannot understand. So when you refuse, or let's say you let down, or can I say you turn down a relationship, people can start thinking that you're mean, or they can think, they can think that you feel a certain way about yourself, but they don't understand that particular experience you've gone through. They cannot understand that. So in most case scenarios, you will be that person who will find yourself very, very careful when you're trying to select a partner, and that partner is not conscious. This is why I want you guys to listen very closely. When you're trying to select a partner for a relationship or whatever, marriage, and that partner is not conscious, they don't know what is going on there. They don't know anything about higher states of consciousness. They are not aware of it. It is going to be very difficult, that relationship to work. It is going to be impossible for that relationship to work. You know why? That is simply because the two of you are operating on different timelines. Okay? Those guys that you've chosen, they may be looking nice. They're nice looking, okay, they may have a good body, whatever, they may have a nice job, and they are comfortable. But there is something else you see and you understand that they don't. It is a different level of consciousness. And it is only when a person is able to even at least a little bit of understand what it is when you can be able to get into that relationship. So the video is called Before You Say I Do. Are you guys following? It's a vlogging video, so I like this sometimes doing these freestyle videos. So what is really going on is, before you say I do to any kind of relationship, that is what you're going to check for. Because you have been battling spiritual warfare for the longest of time. So what is really happening now is that you do not want to get involved in any form of relationship that might put you back in that similar experience. Are you guys following? That's how it's going to feel like. You are going to feel like you don't want to put yourself in a compromising situation, which is going to put you again in a similar experience. So you take time, you take time to understand people, you take time to understand people, you take time to know people. You can see that they do like you. Yes, they do like you. You feel that they do like you. And they're good people, they are nice people. They may look nice, or they may have even good intentions. But there is something else you're looking for. So there is something else you're looking for, and you are a little bit careful of letting in somebody that is going to give you a very horrible experience. So for a person who is awakened and you've been through abuse, normally when you meet people, you are going to find yourself trying to investigate those people a little bit. You're going to dig a little bit deeper. You're going to want to know where they're standing, where they're coming from mentally, how is their mental health. You will be checking for the red flags. You want to know about their families. You want to know about their health. You want to know about everything. You're going to be checking. You're going to take your time. You could have been in a previous marriage, which happened very fast. It could have happened, like, for example, the marriage happened between a month or two. You guys were married, and you found out that you was married to a narc. So now what you're doing, you're taking time. You're like, okay, I'm going to spend some time to figure things out. I'm going to take some time. You may even take a year. You may take 2 years. You could even take 3 years before you say I do. It's going to be one of the biggest lessons you'll learn, chosen ones. You are going to take any time that you need, because you see, first of all, you have mastered the art of healing yourself. You have also learned so many things about protecting your energy. You have learned so many things about being alone. So there is no need for you to get into another relationship, because you have already been through that experience. You never want to go through that similar experience ever again in your life. So you are going to it will feel like you will be kind of like scanning everybody that's trying to come in. They have to go through a scan. That's what it's going to feel like. A person might come and they will prove to you that they are the ones. They are going to prove to you. Okay, they will do this and they will do that. They will prove to you everything, but you are going to be, it is going to feel like you're looking for just one red flag. That's how it's going to feel like. It will feel like you are looking only for just one red flag, and that person will be out of your way. It's going to be very difficult, and many people don't understand. So a lot of people will not understand the reason as to why you are refusing to go in that relationship, for example, or I could say get into that kind of marriage. People will not understand. People, they will think something's wrong with you. I don't know what is wrong. You are insecure, whatever, this and that. People don't understand. You may tell your family that, no, I'm okay. I'm all right by myself. I'm okay. I'm okay with myself. I don't look for anyone. Yes, you might sometimes crave dating or ever intimacy. You may want sometimes to go out there and meet someone, but at the same time, you're not rushing and chasing it. You're allowing it to just come naturally. And even if it comes, that person is going to go through a scan. You are going to scan that person's entire DNA to make sure that they are the one. You no longer want to make any mistake. Those kind of mistakes you used to do before that ended you up in those very, very seriously and very toxic, unhealthy relationships. You never do those mistakes again. So before you say I do, basically what happens is that, especially for the people that have gone through, so the ones who haven't been through narcissistic abuse, they will just, okay, meet somebody, whatever, go meet their parents, meet these parents, or rather they go get married in a week, maybe 2 months, or whatever, 3 months. A person who is been through abuse, before they say I do, those people, they have really checked everything. You can best believe those people, they have scanned the entire situation. They know what is going on. They know even things about that person that they don't know about themselves. They have already scanned the entire DNA of that person, so they know that they're getting into the right thing. So it's always going to feel, usually, that's how it's going to feel. A person who has been through abuse, before they could get into the next marriage, it could take them like 6 years. It can take them 5 years. And people will not understand you. People will get in your space, and they like you because you've been doing the inner work. You're vibrating okay, you've been doing the inner work, you've been healing. Your energy is good. They like that fresh energy. But the moment they come in, they're going to notice that you have got your guards up. Your guards are very, very high. Your standards are high up there. And they may never understand why are your standards very high. That is because there is some people who don't understand, like I've said, they don't understand what is narcissistic abuse. So they don't understand what you've gone through. It is very difficult for them to even to find them in their head what you've been through. So they're going to find that your guards are up. And they may think there's something wrong with you. Maybe they may try to find all these kind of whatever, what do they call them? Every form of excuse that, oh, I don't know what is wrong with you. Why don't you trust them and stuff like that? So they don't understand what is going on. They don't know the reason as to why you are very guarded. They cannot understand the reason as to why you are very guarded. It's like your energy is sealed off from the external world. The only thing they will see, they are going to notice that you are very distant. You're watching everything. It's like you're watching everything from a distance. They are in there, but you are still kind of like scanning them around. You're watching them from a distance. You are kind of figuring out what is it, what are they all about. You want to know the truth. So it is not going to be easy for the most of you guys who have been. I've been seeing a lot of those kind of questions. Oh, this and this. I need a girlfriend. I'm looking for this one. I'm looking for that one. A person who has done the right healing on themselves, they're not looking for anyone. If you're a person who has done the healing that you really need to do, so that's how you know that you've healed. Actually, when you reach that stage where you're not looking for it, you're out there doing you. You're so busy doing you that you're not even looking for it. If it comes along, it's going to come along. But it's not like you're out there searching and trying to see who is who, and So that's why you know your level of healing. If you're still in that space where you're looking for it, you're yearning for it, you're actively looking out and seeing where it's coming from, who can be, then you're not you are at some level you haven't yet fully done the work. So you need to come into that space whereby you have been so busy doing you, and you're not even out there actively looking for anyone. The person may somehow gravitate along your journey, fall along your path, and you may get along. But even if it didn't happen, you're okay with it. When you are okay with being alone, you are not bothered and you're not worried about the next relationship. That is how you know that you've done the work. And when you come to that state, ladies and gentlemen, I can promise you, you have already done the work on yourself. You can congratulate yourself. When you come to that stage where you're not actively seeking validation, you are not actively seeking relationships, you are not worried who is coming and who is going. When a person is going, you shut the door. When they are coming in, you let them in. You see what they are all about. If they are not worth your time and energy, you shut the door for them. If you come to that stage, you can congratulate yourself. You have done the work. I know. So for your relationship, that, like, when this comes to those next relationships, it's not like a big priority. It's not something you're bothered about. And people will want to date you because of that energy. When you've got that kind of energy after healing, people, they like that energy. It's a very beautiful energy. They like to feel that energy. You're a very healed person. Your energy is very beautiful. People, they like it. But a lot of times you're going to get wounded people. There will be a lot of these wounded people that are going to try to come in. People who have never done anything on themselves. They're going to want to come and tap into that energy. That's how it is. It is going to be very difficult. It's why you see a lot of times healed people, they struggle with relationships. A person who has done a lot of healing on themselves, they are at a certain vibration where they are going to struggle to meet somebody to be with them. It's going to be very difficult. So they are going to reach a point where they are going to let it go until at the right time it's just going to, the love is going to find itself into their lives. One way or the other, it's going to find itself into their lives. They're going to let it go. That's how it is, ladies and gentlemen. So when it comes to relationships for a healed person, before that person says I do, and the moment they say that word, you hear it from their mouth, they mean it. A person who has done healing on themselves, the moment you hear them saying I do, they mean it. Believe them, they mean it. They have checked everything. They have checked everything. And before they say I do, you best believe they have already let down so many people that wanted to be with them. Before they do that, before they say I do, they have already let down so many people that wanted to be in their lives before they told you I do. So when they do that and say I do, believe them. They mean it. And you are going to get the best out of those people because those guys, they have done the work. They have done the work on themselves. Believe me, I know what I'm talking about. They have done the work. So you are going to get the best of them. They have already checked that you're not a narcissist. They have already found out you're not an energy vampire. They already know you're not a witch. They have already scanned your entire DNA. They know where you are at energetically. So then they are going to let you in. Before you say I do, it will take you a very long time. There'll be a lot of work to be done behind the scenes. And when that person comes, you will know that this is the one, Because one thing what I know about this healing journey is like the universe is going to allow that person to gravitate towards you. The universe will allow that person to gravitate towards you when you have done the work. The person will naturally come to you. Everything is energy. You guys know that. When you refuse to work on yourself, you're going to attract the same people who didn't work on themselves. That is the very first reason why you attracted those narcissists in the first place, because you never had done any work on yourself. Is why they could, they came in very fast. You was probably a wounded person, codependent and stuff like that, so they came in to feed off of that energy. But when you do work on yourself, you're going to become a narcissist repellent. The moment they see you, your energy is so disgusting, they don't even want to come close to you. Even they're going to refuse to answer your call. The moment you call somebody and they know that their energy is not pure, they'll refuse to answer your call because they know they are too filthy energetically. So that's how this whole thing works. It's all energy, So let me know what you think about the video, guys, in the comment section below. You guys know I do love and appreciate your support. Please book a session. You may donate or support my channel if you want to. Everything you need, you will find it in the description below. And until then, I'll catch you guys in my next one. There's almost signing out. Much love and blessings. Peace.